Welcome back everyone to Outward Platinum Walkthrough. In the last episode we have traveled to the Abrasar Desert. We have made our way to the city of Levant. On our way we have been killing another shell horror. And we have visited the Immaculate for the final time, so we did receive the Dreamer Halberd. You can find him 2 more times in the DLC areas, but it's not of our concern right now. What I want to do now is explore the city. First I want to head north. We can see our buddy Yzan over here. I will talk to him later, because first I want to grab some chests and some junk piles. The items you receive here are pretty nice, and also the prices here are increased, so you want to be careful what you buy, but you can also sell your items for a big buck, because your selling price is also increased. To the left over here is another junk pile. Here's a person I want to talk to.
Yes!
Smooth the tailor.
This worries me.
And I want to train with you.
Remember this!
And he's
Curious.
teaching you the Warm Boon. Good. Next we want to head south. And to the east. Here's another skill trainer, Jaimon.
What can I do for you?
The mercenary skill tree. What I want to buy now is the Shatter Bullet, the fast maintenance, and the armor training. You could also buy the Frost Bullet, which is a pretty good skill. It does consume the cool boon, so basically you deal ice damage with your gun, and you slow down the enemies. But I haven't used it so much until now. I have read a few comments that said it was good, but I only want to buy the skills that I will end up using, so that the screen over here is not so cluttered. Next we want to enter the Hero's Palace, and we want to talk to King Simeon over here.
Listen up!
I want to train with you.
Listen up!
And he's teaching us Simeon's Gambit. This is another skill Burrow could have taught you at the beginning of the game. So like I said already, the skills are not missable. You will get them eventually. It just takes a little more time. After leaving the Hero's Palace, we want to take a left here. So we can see the Mastersmith Tokuga. This guy can craft you Tenebrious armor and also the Tsar armor set, which is required for a trophy, but it also is a very expensive armor set because it requires 11 Tsar stones. So we're gonna hold off on that, like with all the other armor sets. Then over here is another junk pile. And then we're going to head down here. To the left you can see the Alchemist Tuan.
How can I help? This is troubling.
And an item we want to buy from him eventually is the Chemist's Broken Flask over here. But now it has a ridiculous price of 1,225. So no thanks, bro. We will be able to lower the prices here eventually, and I'm going to hold off buying it until then, because now we want to head into the slums. There's a few dead bodies. Dude in a cage. Can't talk to him. I'm just going to take all their possessions from them. It's just with very basic gear. We want to take this path further to the west. And here's a little dead end. But you can see a dude popping out of a barrel.
Greetings, friend.
The barrel man. Hey-yo, what? You've never seen a man in a barrel before? How positively sad. This is the only way to live. Why are you in a barrel?
Yes.
Because my name is Barrelman. Where else would I be? Why are you wearing a fish on your head?
Remember this.
Because we're both lonely, of course. You should be more considerate of her poor fishy feelings. Do you need anything?
Can you lend me a hand?
As a matter of fact, yes. I'm a mastersmith who has perfected the ultimate weapon, and it's designed to share with those you love. I could really use a mana stone to make it happen. Okay,
Farewell, my friend.
good. He actually has a quest for us that doesn't appear in our journal. He requires 6 specific items, which I intend to give to him. I don't have them on me right now, but I will. And he grants you a weapon for it, like he has already said. Over here we can see a shady person called Markus,
What now?
and he can teach you a skill. And the
Listen
skill
up.
is
Fine.
Puncture. Puncture, another skill Burak could have taught you. Apparently, Burak is a super buff, well-trained guy. He knows his way around weapons. Okay, I'm going to drop down here to open this chest. Right. I'm going over here because there's another junk pile. I'm gonna drop down next to Barrelman again. Take this ramp upstairs to where we have just been. I'm going to run off this edge, drop down here for another junk pile. Now we're at the entrance, and here to the left. To the left again. You can see a barricaded path. And also over here, another junk pile. And we have another chest. Great. Now I want to go back towards Barrelman. Take this path once more. This time we want to head straight. Because here's a dude sitting next to a few pigeons called Pigeoneye.
You look like you've been around. Spare a few silver, mate?
I'd like to talk.
I see it all from up here. The good, the bad. The Levant dream is barely holding together.
Phew.
You look like you've been around.
You know what?
Thanks a
I
bunch.
give you 40 silver.
I see.
We now have the quest Silver for the Slums unlocked. I recommend you complete this quest. In order to complete it, you only have to pay Pigeoneye 200 silver, so 40 down,
You look like you've been. I'm great. I see.
80,
You look like. Thanks a. I see.
120,
You look like I'm. I see. You look
160,
like I'm grateful.
and
You really
200.
helped us out. I'd like to return the favor to you.
So he wants to return the favor. Pigeoneye puts 2 fingers up to his lips and lets out a distinctive whistle. A moment later, he receives a whistle in response. I've got one of my boys to open up the stash for you. Head over to the training area near the rogue trainer. You'll find that the small alley there has been opened up to you.
It's mostly weapons and stuff like that left in the shipment. Feel free to help yourself.
Okay. So we have unlocked the path towards a chest next to the rogue trainer. And we have also another junk pile here. And from our high ground, we can see a person standing there next to a scarecrow. Styx, the rogue trainer,
What can I do for you?
and he has the rogue engineer skill tree, And from here I want to buy all tier 1 skills because they are great. So, why are they great? Pressure plate training allows us to use pressure plates and arm them with elemental damage. So we have accumulated quite a few by checking out all these supply caches, and they will come in very handy. They are extremely powerful. Later on you could also use the pressure plate expertise, which allows you to refill them. So tripwires, you have already seen those. They are one-time consumable basically, and the pressure plates are the same until you learn pressure plate expertise, and they can be devastating. Sweepkick is an improved version of your kick. It does consume more stamina, it does have a longer cooldown, but when an enemy is confused, it will knock it straight to its ass. And I think it also does a little bit more impact damage. Next we have Backstab, which is a dagger attack, which gets a damage increase by the factor of 3 when the enemy is being stabbed in the back. Why do we want to backstab enemies? Because it's easy and it does a lot of damage. Finally, Opportunist Stab. It's a dagger attack, and the damage constant of this one is multiplied by 3 when the enemy is either suffers from pain or confusion, and when it has both effects on it, the damage is multiplied by 6. Also, the debuffs are called hexes in the game, but I just call them debuffs. Right. Next, we want to take this path here. This is the chest that has just been opened up to us, and in here you will find the Canon Pistol. And now things are starting to fall into place. We have the Canon Pistol, which inflicts confusion with 1 shot. We have the Shatter Bullet. We can, instead of loading our weapon with a bullet, we can put iron scrap in here. So when you put Shatter Bullet on your Canon Pistol, it inflicts pain and confusion in 1 shot. And then we have the Opportunist Stab. I don't think I need to explain any further what is the reasoning here. Alright, enough talk though. This is all we can do for the slums, so we are going to head out. And I have one more thing I want to do, which is the entry-level quest for the Heroic Kingdom. And now it's time to talk to Yzan, last but not least. He's down here in the northern section.
You made it! Welcome, my friend, to the heroic kingdom of Levant.
I want to join Levant.
Good to hear. We could always use someone who knows what they're doing.
And it is the same thing like with the other factions.
Listen,
There are 2 people that need our help. One of them wants us to unlock mana, the other one wants 200 silver. And of course I am going with the free version to get a little reward. And we want to talk to Cyrene over here. I mean, she's so cool, just standing here, looking like a boss, smoking a cigarette.
Oh, wonderful. Another mouth to feed.
We need mercenaries who can handle the dangers of the desert, not refugees.
Show me that you're a mage and I'll give you my approval.
We could always use more people who know how to use mana. You know how to unlock the power of mana, right?
Got a job for you.
And she tells us where to go for it.
Will do. I'll vouch for you on behalf of Levant's army.
Queen Calixa will be glad to let you stay.
You've earned this.
Here, if you're going to be doing mercenary work for me, I think you might need these. The Mercenary Cross from me can teach you how to use it if you don't know how already.
Listen close.
Your request to join the heroic kingdom has been approved. All that's left is for you to introduce yourself to the royal family. So, in case you haven't talked to King Simeon beforehand, you will not be able to acquire Simeon's Gambit from him because Queen Calixa is going to talk over him. Oh yeah, make sure to do it in that order. And that is basically all the exploring for Levant. What I'm going to do off screen is craft a few horror weapons and sell off the stuff that I have to accumulate as much money as possible. I'm also going to buy a few of the gold ingots, and by a few I mean as much as I can. And I'm going to show you the spoils of my little shopping spree in the next episode. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Wind be at your back, my friend.